Good morning, traders! What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? And what day is it? Someone hit me with it in 3, in 2, in 1. What day is it? What day is it? It's Hump Day! That's what I'm talking about, baby. It is September 29th, a beautiful Wednesday, or Hump Day, baby. That's what I'm talking about. What is going on, team? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Skylar, Cole, Angel, Casey, Ed, Chris, ow! JR Shots, Corey, The Art, my goodness, Sam, everybody, what is up? What's going on inside of chat? Good morning and happy Wednesday. Everybody on YouTube, hit me with a good morning. Hit me with a what? Where are you guys from? Where are you guys tuning in from right now? What state? What city? Where are you guys joining us from today? Yo, Jay, what's up? Nick, David, Mark, David. Let's go. What's up? Good morning, guys, over on TikTok. Come on over to YouTube. You can see my screen. You get the commentary. You can ask questions, get an answer. Why not come from TikTok to YouTube? It's Alpha Day Trading over on YouTube. We are now live. Let's get fired up. Let's have an awesome day. And let's identify that opportunity. And let's make some profit. We got Dallas in the house. There we go. Colorado, North Carolina, Alabama, Florida. Right here. Florida from the hotel room, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo. We only got what? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, 5 more days of uncomfortability, being out of my elements, out of the zone. My monitors are all weird. This one's way up here. This one's higher than this one. This one's high. Crunched, I'm cramped. I don't feel good. I feel claustrophobic right now, but we're all good. 5 more days until I am back in the new home with my office set up. We'll be all set, ready to rock and roll, guys. So once again, if you're just now tuning in, everybody inside of chat, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning and happy Wednesday. It is September 29th. We have 2 days until the end of the month. Let's make this your best 2 days yet. Can we agree? We want to make some great profits. We want to end the month strong on a green note. So let's go ahead and make these next 2 days your best 2 days, and let's get you guys prepared in the right mindsets again to attack this market October, November, and December, so we can end Q4 right with great profits, with great success, guys. You guys with me? You guys fired up? You guys ready to go? I'm ready to go. We're gonna make this the best 2 days that you guys have ever had. All right, let's end the month of September strong, and let's carry that momentum into the month of October and absolutely crush it. All right, so once again, good morning, guys. Everybody, oh wow, everybody's coming in over to YouTube right now. What is up, John, David, Robinson, Steve, Scott, Jason, John, Jay, Denise, Nick. We got Jason from Indiana, Cali, Rhode Island, Vegas, New York. What's up, Kansas? My goodness, we got everybody in the house today. Go ahead and do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button if you have yet to subscribe to the channel. Take a couple seconds. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, smash the like button for the stream. Definitely helps support the channel, guys. And anytime we go live, you will be notified by hitting that little bell. So do us a favor, guys. Takes a couple seconds. I do greatly appreciate it. Right now, it is 8:57 in the markets. And we got some stuff to talk about today, guys, right? Let's get us prepared. What are we going to be watching today? What stocks have the absolute best opportunity for the day? Give me 1 second. I do need to shut this down. My phone is dying. Let's go ahead. Guys, I do have to shut down. Boom, boom. 1 second, guys. 1 second. And we're good. All right, cool. And I got to plug this bad boy in here in a second. Anyway, yes, so quite a few things to talk about, guys. Not just penny stocks, but I want to talk about the market as well and how I'm preparing to take advantage of, this correction, right? We're in correction territory. I still think we see the markets come down. We all know that September's historically are the worst performing months on average for the S&P 500 and for the overall market. We typically find our bottoms in October, and we see some nice action until the end of the year. Back in 2017, that was a rare scenario on the SPY, right? I'm pretty sure it was back in 2017, if I'm not mistaken, when we actually saw the market correct about 20%. Where are we going? Right there. Was that 2017 or am I crazy? Right there. It was end of 2018. My bad, guys. So again, end of 2018, September, we start to see the markets kind of topping on out. October, we're starting to see it pull back through the end of the year. So we had about a 3-month bear market here in the overall market, end of 2018, right? So again, September's historically are the worst performing months in the market. And historically, we bottom and find those bottoms in October. And we have some nice action into the year. But again, it's a brand new year. It's a brand new month. It's a brand new time, brand new economy, right? It is not the same today as it was last year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years ago. So anything can happen, but we need to get prepared to take advantage of this correction, right? Back in 2018, we corrected 20% over 3 months, right? In 2019, in September, same thing, right? September, start topping out right there. Actually, I need to grab my trend line tool. Boop. All right, there we corrected what? What was that little correction? It was about, through the month of September, we bottomed out in October. It's about a 6% correction. Obviously, there's our pandemic. September of last year, right? Same thing. We had a nice little 10% correction. We found our bottom there late October, early November, and then we rallied up after that. So again, guys, this could be it. We could see 5-6% to the downside, right? We've seen 5-6%, 5-6%, 5-6% in September, finding those bottoms in October for the move up. But we do have a lot of things still lingering in the news, right? The debt ceiling, the government shutdown, this, that. There's a lot of things, right, being talked about that could overall affect the market. So we just got to stay in tune with what's being talked about. We really need to dial into the technicals. If we ever start to see those bottoms being set in, we start to see that market structure, we see some buying momentum returning, we definitely need to start dollar cost averaging into a lot of our favorite stocks, a lot of the stocks that we invest in, right? So we need to get prepared and we need to be able to take advantage when the time comes. I've already ahead and marked up our levels on the SPY, what a 10% correction would look like and what a 15% correction would look like. A lot of analysts, thinking that we should see that typical, average of 12 to 13% correction, 10 to 15%. It could be 20. It could be 25. All I know is when we start seeing some of these levels, 10, 15, 20, 25, I dollar cost average in, I dollar cost average in, I dollar cost average in, and I take advantage of this dip for this upcoming year, again, to take advantage. When the market is down, right, that is a great buying opportunity. A lot of people panic. A lot of people freak out. They start selling. The smart investors, guys, what do? They put themselves in a position to sit on cash, right? Right? They have cash set aside for those dips, for those buying opportunities, right? To take advantage. So with that being said, what's the saying? Bull markets make people wealthy, right? Generates people money. Bear markets make people rich, right? So bull markets, yeah, they make people wealthy. Bear markets make people rich. And the rich are the ones that are prepared at the end of the day, right? I'm sitting 85 to 90% cash right now. I'm sitting cash. I'm waiting for the market to come down. I'm waiting to see these zones be hit. 10%, 15, 20, 25. Average in, and take advantage of this dip for the market to recover, which it's done historically since the market was ever around, right? We see corrections. We see recessions. We see depressions, and the markets always recover. So you always have to be prepared and put yourself in a position to take advantage when we see those corrections, those recessions, and those depressions, guys, okay? That's right there is what's going to make you rich, extremely wealthy. Creating that generational wealth is being prepared. So get prepared. We're going to talk about how you guys get prepared. And the biggest thing is make sure you're sitting on some cash. Don't be 100% invested, right? I'm not even 50% invested. I'm like 10 to 15% invested right now, 20% max, right? I'm definitely sitting on cash because I do know that September is the worst performing month. We do have a lot of uncertainty. I've been saying the market's due for a pullback for how long, guys? Right? How long I've been saying? I'm not bullish. I'm not bullish. I'm still waiting for a nice big correction, possibly light recession, right? Talking 20, 30% decline. Right? I've been saying this for months. I'm like, I don't know when, but I'm definitely hedging against that. How am I hedging against that? I'm going long on UVXY. I'm going long on VXX, right? I'm hedging against the market turning on over, and that's working out very beautifully right now, right? Hedging, right? So with that being said, guys, I'm prepared. I've been really sitting cash. I've been adding to some of my long-term, stocks like the Rokus and the Zooms, ones that are already beaten down right now that I feel like are good buying opportunities. But for the most part, I haven't been buying Apple at the top. I haven't been buying, a lot of these other stocks as they're, near those all-time highs because, again, we are coming into September, and we know that September historically is a 5 to 6% down month, and then we see that bottom. But there's a lot of other things going on right now that could help continue to pull the market down into that 10 to 15, possibly even 20% correction territory, guys. So let's get prepared, and we're going to talk about what I'm doing today besides sitting on cash to get prepared, guys. How I'm going to dollar cost average in, my strategy, my approach, and what I'm looking to do to take advantage of this correction, guys. Okay? With that being said, let's go ahead and dive into our up gappers for the day. I know you guys were talking about GREE here about 30 minutes ago. GREE had literally no volume, right? Everybody's like, hey, GREE for the dip. I'm like, definitely GREE is a very, very, very low float stock. This stock could rip, but it had no attention, right? At that point in time, we had like 300,000 shares traded. On average, we trade 3.47. million shares. So again, at that point in time, we were substantially light on volume. And we just saw, boom, a lot of good volume move in right around, what was that, 9 o'clock when that volume moved in? Right before 9 o'clock, just slightly before 9 o'clock, 8:45, 8:50. We saw some volume move in. So right now, GREE is the #1 stock on the leaderboard. It is the lowest float stock. It's saying it's an 800,000 float stock. Let's go validate that. Let's go check that out and make sure that is accurate on GREE. Right here, we go over to GREE on Yahoo Finance. Hit statistics. Right? Hit statistics, and the float is actually 7 million in float with Yahoo Finance. All right? So I'm going to use Yahoo Finance. They're more accurate. 7 million in float for ticker GREE. All right? Saying 800,000. It's 7 million in float there on GREE, guys. Okay? Why is GREE up? Right? Was there news last night? Was there news this morning? We got to identify why this stock is currently moving up. The last thing that I see is that B. Riley starts Green Ridge Generation Holdings at buy with a $78 price target. Right now, it's a $30 stock. So right there, we have B. Riley Securities initiates coverage on Green Ridge Generation, GREE, with a buy rating, right? And they're announcing a price target of $78. That right there is why GREE has some attention. This is why traders are here. And again, it's definitely a credible reason for GREE to be moving on up, right? So again, right now, our #1 stock on the leaderboard, unfortunately, is up 25%. What do we know about penny stocks? When we see penny stocks gapping up below 40%, below 30%, it's somewhat, 80% of the time, a pretty slow day, right? It's usually a really slow day. When we have 50, 60, 70% gappers, we typically have a lot of activity and a lot of potential. Right now, our #1 gapper is 25%, which is unfortunate, but there is still that opportunity. There is still potential to see stocks move up really nice today, guys. All right? GREE up 25%. We still have another 1.5 million shares to go, 2 million shares to go before we surpass that average volume. Definitely is likely. I think we see that. And it's a very low float stock. This stock does have a lot of room to the upside, guys. All right. Where could we see GREE go? Well, the first target, if this thing absolutely takes on off, is going to be those highs at 60, right? Right up off those highs, right around $60. Right now, this is a pretty challenging one to grab levels from. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty challenging. I see 39.12 right where we opened. We had support, we closed, we tried to retest it the next day. I would say right around $39 is going to be a good level of resistance. Then we're looking down towards around 29.41, right? We had that lower shadow there. We opened, went red, retested it the next day. We had a little bit of support. We had a rejection day there, so I can see 29.41 was a pretty good level, and that's a level that we actually just broke above. We're actually trying to hold that up now as support. Underneath 29.41, you would have some support back down around 27.52, but intraday, we can see that the best level of support is old resistance right around 28.11, right around 28.11, and then under 28.11, on down towards around these pre-market lows, right around $26.57. So there's all of our support levels, 26.57, 28.11, 29.41. Okay, now where could this stock go? Well, the first main target that I'm seeing is 39.12. Anything else in the meantime, right? Right up here possibly, 31.35. Shocking. Shocking, guys, right? I'm not even looking at the intraday chart. I'm looking at the daily. I see this level, 31.35. What was the spiking high right here? 31.35. So again, 31.35, absolutely beautiful how that was respected here in pre-market. And I marked that level up right on the daily chart. So that's amazing stuff. It's being respected. Traders are actually respecting those levels of support and resistance. Over 31.35, you have room to 34.84. Over 34.84, you have room to 36.46. Over 36.46, you have room to 38.17, and then 39.12, right? Those are going to be some of your first targets to the upside there on GREE with your lower levels of support, okay? I still refer GREE as former SPRT that was heavily shorted and beat down badly. I like it for the bounce play off the floor. I like the idea. GREE formerly was SPRT or 100%. And yeah, definitely, you know, there could definitely be a lot of hype and a lot of activity behind GREE today, especially if we honor these technicals and we hold these levels on up. We'll have to see what we look like when we open, right? We'll just have to see what we look like closer to the open and look for an opportunity. But again, we have our levels marked up, support, resistance. Now we sit back, be patient, and wait for the best of the best opportunity. Attack that opportunity, lock in some solid profits, guys. All right. Next, we have AUVI. Number 2 on the leaderboard, currently up 23% here on AUVI. So Applied UV announces acquisition of the assets of KES Science and Technology. All right. So they announced the acquisition of the assets of KES Science and Technology. This stock, AUVI, was my one trade this morning for the break of the downtrend. Took it for about 30 cents to the upside. AUVI locked in a small $48 on the small account here in pre-market. Had about 200 shares. All right. So again, 1 for 1 on AUVI. Right now, it's giving a lot back. Right now, it's just absolutely just giving a lot back, guys. It really is. Cracking all of those levels, right? Cracking below 875, cracking below the 90 EMA, cracking below 830, cracking below 814, the 200 SMA, right? So again, this stock has a lot of selling pressure. Sellers are in control right now. I definitely would be waiting to see buyers step back in before I look to go long on this stock. We could see this all the way down to $7 next on AUVI. So right now we have good news. There is some good news on AUVI. It is a low float stock at 4 million and it has really good volume, right? 5.3 million shares. On average, it trades less than 70,000 shares here on AUVI. But right now, buyers are just not in control. Buyers have lost interest, right? Sellers are dominating this. Again, there's a lot of profit taking. Sellers are in control. So until we see the stock find support and form that support and that market structure, I am not looking to go long on AUVI. I want to make sure that I don't get into something that's just going to fade and fall all day. But again, there is good news. It is number 2 on the leaderboard. It is a low float stock, right? It's trading great volume, but right now, support on the daily chart is all the way back down towards around 733 and then $7. Right now, it could try to hold up $8 natural support. If it can, we need to get back above that 200 SMA and ideally back above 830 as well. We can definitely see AUVI take on off back up towards around 917, 980 to $10, and then even $11 on AUVI. But right now, we have to wait for this stock to form that structure, to get a reversal setup, something, right? Something, a high probability setup before we attack this, and then we could look to go long if there is that setup. But right now, we need to sit back and be patient and wait for AUVI to form that structure at or near a good level of support. Then we can look to see if there's an opportunity. Then we can attack, guys. So AUVI is a stock that's going to be on watch today. Again, number 2 on the leaderboard. It has good news. Number 3 on the leaderboard, guys, is GOVX, right? GOVX currently number 3 on the leaderboard, up 21%. Another very low float stock coming in at 6 million in float. So the top 3 stocks are all under 10 million in float. All right, that's good. I like it. Low float, big spikes, big runs, right? Large float, slow, steady. I like those quick, volatile moves for those easy profits. So again, lower the float, the bigger the spike. GOVX, again, 21%, trading almost 4 million shares, and on average, it trades 2.6 million shares. Why is GOVX up right now? GOVX said Tuesday it has secured exclusive rights, all right? Exclusive rights to clinical stage cancer drug candidate for the treatment of solid tumors from PNP Therapeutics following a licensing deal. So again, they have secured exclusive rights to a clinical stage cancer drug candidate for the treatment of solid tumors. That's a damn good press release on GOVX. No wonder this stock ran from around $4 to $6.22 in post-market. But right now, there's just a lot of profit taking, right? People that were in GOVX, they wake up this morning, oh wow, this stock is up, 50%, 20%, let's take profit. We're just seeing some profit taking right now, but we're slowly pulling back to a key level of support. And what's that key level of support on the daily chart? Well, we have our 200 SMA right around $4.90. Not only that, we have $5 natural support, right? $1 is the strongest level of support and resistance for a penny stock. $5 is the second strongest level right? Natural support resistance for a penny stock, and then $10, right, is the third strongest level. So again, $5 is a very strong natural and psychological level of support and resistance. We have $5 support. We also have the 200 SMA at $4.90. So again, right there around that 10 to 15 cent window, we have a nice solid floor of support. I'm just waiting to see if GOVX stays above it, right? As long as GOVX is above that level, I definitely think it has some potential to the upside, guys, right? One thing we can do as well is we can just run a nice, beautiful downtrend on this play. Pretty easy stuff, right? Can we connect our lows as well? Sure can, right? We have a nice falling channel into this level of support. We have a damn good press release. It's a low float stock, trading good volume, currently up 21%. Again, I think this stock has a lot of great potential to hold that $4.90, $5 level, break outside of this falling wedge, and actually make its way back up to those post-market highs of 622. And if we ever break over 622, your next targets on GOVX is going to be 665 and then $6.90 here on GOVX. All right, then 750, so on and so forth. If this stock breaks, starts running to the upside, hitting targets, we'll go back to the daily chart and we'll look at all of our other targets on this stock as well. Okay, but right now we have support between 490 and 5. We're inside of this nice falling channel here on the daily, looking for support to hold, looking for a break outside of this channel to the upside. We have room to 622, 655, or I'm sorry, 665, and then $6.90 here on GOVX. Moving on, we got ITRM. Again, there's a lot to talk about today, guys. ITRM provides an update from FDA Type A meeting regarding oral sulfonylurea. My goodness, guys, I can't talk today. What is that word? Salopenum. I don't give two F's. All I know is they're providing an update. Salopenum. They're providing an update from the FDA Type A meeting. The only thing I'm not crazy about the stock, guys, is it's a very large float stock, right? Very large float. It's 177 million in float, trading 5.2 million shares. On average, it trades 9 million shares. It's not a super amazing, oh my gosh, kind of press release. It's okay. There's a credible reason for ITRM to be moving on up, but it's a large float stock, right? The larger the float, the slower and steadier it is, right? The lower the float, the bigger moves, quick, easy in and out profits, okay? So again, that's the one thing I'm not crazy about ITRM, but it's number 4 on the leaderboard. It's up 20%. It is trading 5.4 million shares. And on average, it trades 9. So we still have some time to go before we surpass that average volume, guys. So again, ITRM, it's on the watch list. It's a back burner play. It's definitely something I'm not watching right out of the gate, right? It's definitely not a top 3. Definitely not a top 3 right out of the gate. But it should be added to the watch list if this stock does set up and it starts moving. Let's attack it. Let's identify the opportunity. And let's make some money, guys. But I think we have better opportunity to focus on right out of the gate. Next, we're going to talk about NCNA. All right, NCNA is now number 1 on the leaderboard, and this stock dropped a press release right at, what time was it when they dropped it? I think it was like 8 o'clock when they dropped it. They get FDA Fast Track designation for cancer drug candidates. Shares rise in pre-market. So, the biggest keyword is FDA Fast Track designation in regards to cancer. 2 really, really hot keywords to look for in a press release, guys, right? 2 very, very hot keywords to look for in a press release. Number 1, FDA Fast Track designation. That's a hot keyword in a press release. Cancer, anything cancer related is a hot press release, is a hot keyword in a press release as well. So we do have 2 very, very hot keywords in this press release. It's a 42 million in float stock. This stock is now number 1 on the leaderboard, up 25%, trading 9.2 million shares. This stock has the most amount of volume traded in pre-market against AUVI, ITRM, GOVX. It has high relative volume as well. And this stock has been trading less time, right? Some of these stocks have been trading since 5, 6, 7 a.m., right? This stock dropped the press release at 8 o'clock. This stock has been live for an hour and 20 minutes, less than some of these other stocks, and it's surpassing it by 100%, right? We're almost trading 10 million shares in the last hour and a half. AUVI has been live since 6, 7 o'clock. It's traded 5 million shares. ITRM, same thing. It's traded 5 million shares. This stock is trading 100% more volume than any other stock on our leaderboard, and it's been